Hi, this is Helle from Greenie Online, and today we have to talk about planning. I'm sorry, we have to talk about planning. This is very important. And actually this is something that I'm not very good at, so it's a kind of ironic thing that I have to talk about this, but it is something we all have to do. If you have a business or you want to make a business, you have to think in terms of planning to be able to get things done. If I don't plan, I might get things done, but it's going to be really hectic and I have to work like 3 nights until late or something, and it's not the way you want to do your business. So doing your marketing efforts needs to be planned, and it's very, very simple actually. What you should do is that you should make some goals that is really like top goals. You can, for instance, say, I want to have maybe 20 new clients in 3 months. So how are you going to do that? Well, you make a little sketch here in your book and you say, okay, I want 20 clients by 3 months from now. Yeah. So what should I do to get here? Well, I should probably do some kind of ads or something. Or I should maybe call somebody and ask if they want to do a joint venture, or I should call some newspapers and see if I can get something in the papers or whatever like that. So the next box is what things to do. So I will call newspaper and I will call Jennifer to see if she wants to do something, and I'll make a Facebook ad. Okay, so these are kind of big goals, so you have to even put them further down. So calling the newspaper is actually something that has several steps to it, because if you want to call a newspaper, you have to have a story. So you would actually sit down and write your story, and you will figure out who to call, which newspaper, and you will do this in good time, so you'll be sure that they can actually have time to print this, for instance. And calling Jennifer about doing a joint venture also needs to be broken down, because you need to have something to tell her. You need to have an offer, a good idea, or some price points or something. So all these things also need to be done. And if you want to do a Facebook ad, you need to figure out to do some graphics and see what target audience you want to go for. And you need to have a landing page or something like that. So these are all different smaller steps. And that is just the way to do it. And then when you have all these smaller steps, then you go in and put dates on them. Yeah? You just have to plan, when am I going to do this? Because if it doesn't have a date on it, it's not going to get done usually. So put in a date on each specific thing you need to do. And then you'll have your goal in the end, if everything goes right, of course. This is the way the pros do it. And it's the same thing if you want to have a nice vegetable garden, for instance. You also have to use some time in preparing the soil. You have to buy the seeds. You have to make the beds for the seeds, and you have to prune, and you have to water, and you have to harvest and all this stuff. So it has a specific task structure. It's the same thing with your marketing. So please sit down and write down some goals, for instance for 3 months or for 6 months or whatever, and break it down to smaller pieces and put dates on it. Then it's going to get done. Okay, I hope this was an inspiration for you, and see you next time. Here at Greenie Online, we teach you to grow your own sustainable business. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletter, where you'll get the essential tools to learn and grow, and invitations to online education sessions. Also join the Greenie Online community on Facebook.